Every somewhat larger organism that has ever lived, a part of them is now a part of you. Hey everyone, I'm Yanis. I'm a tattoo artist. I love to paint and I love to think about pretty things. A couple of months ago I moved to Florence to study painting here, and just this week my school got closed because of COVID. It is shitty times, I know. I will try to brighten it all up with some cool ideas. One of the things that keeps me sane in this time is thinking about who I am. Have you thought about who you are? I don't mean a human or a gym addict or a child of God. I mean, what are you made of? What are you in strictly scientific sense? You're thinking I'm about to get boring, huh? I do look like a shroom head after all, right? But worry not, this is gonna be purely in accordance with the ruling science. Just from a bit more existential perspective, maybe. Right, let's get to it. So you probably know how your body is made of cells that are made of atoms, and you have heard, "We're all made of stardust, bro." Well, turns out it's true. So almost all of the atoms in your body are created in a core of some star really far away from here. Physicists say almost all of the chemical elements in our universe can only be created in the processes happening inside stars. So these atoms are billions of years old, and they come together just for a short moment to form you. I hope that makes you feel important, because you are. Then, to boost your ego even a bit more, when you, a being made of things forged in a distant star, look at another shiny star in the night sky, light that hits your eye has actually traveled from that star hundreds, thousands, or even millions of years. That light has been shooting through space just to end up inside of your eyeball, get converted by your retina into an electric signal that gets turned into a beautiful image in your brain and stored as a memory. See, the light particle, photon, that ended up in your brain, traveled all this way and turned into another type of energy again, becoming a part of you. And so it flows, always changing its form. But so do you. You see those ancient atoms that were making you up, and it's a lot of them. In fact, you have more atoms in your body than there are stars in the universe. They are not the same particles that you were born with. You keep losing and gaining atoms every instant. Even now, while watching this video, you are shedding atoms and other atoms are becoming a part of you. You know you are mostly made of water, right? And water is mostly made of oxygen, and you breathe oxygen in and out constantly. 90% of the atoms that are making up your body right now are gonna be completely replaced in about a year. You know what else is crazy? Your mom. Just kidding, she's awesome. The other crazy thing is that we shared these atoms. Imagine being stuck under a blanket with someone, and those few oxygen atoms that got transferred from the other lungs to yours get carried away by the red blood cells and finally settle in your body to serve some purpose. Now, imagine the same thing but on a global scale. Except the blanket is the gravity holding the atmosphere, and the other naughty person is 7.6 billion people. Yeah, you guessed it. That crush of yours that you dream about? You definitely have atoms in your body that once were part of her, and vice versa. Also, imagine the person that you dislike the most. Same deal. Same with every plant, fish, dinosaur, and amphibian. By making some calculations, the people with weird hair and white robes say that you now have an atom in your body that has been a part of every other larger organism that has ever existed. Every somewhat larger organism that has ever lived, a part of them is now a part of you. Think about yourself as, a fountain. You contain the same shape that is the essence of you, but you are made of a flow of different particles, kind of like this. You are never made of the same stuff that you were a minute ago. Scientists claim that about 98% of your body gets replaced completely after a relatively short time. So, who are you really? The only constant parts about you are your DNA, the code that guides the atoms you take in to the right places and the other ones out. It's the description of your shape and its progress that you're born with. and your brain structure. Also, just a concept that gives the structure to your memories, thoughts, and personality. It is not the cells of the brain that are constant, because even though very slowly, even those get their matter switched out with new one. It's the blueprint that decides who you are. So when you get to the core of it, we are all just a bunch of information giving the shape to a vessel that hosts a constant flow of star stuff. And it flows through all of us. So next time you're mean to someone, remember, you have a part of them inside of you, and they have a part of you. That's it for this one. If you have any questions or comments, things you want to add, or if you want to see the sources, please just drop a comment below. The next thing I want to talk about is how we perceive the universe and how our senses work. So just subscribe and you're gonna see when the next one comes. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.